Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I'm reviewing The High Republic, The Blade, Issue 2, which was written by Charles Soule with art by Marco Castiello and Jethro Morales, and it came out January 25th, 2023, which I thought was another solid issue, which similar to the first issue was a more dialogue-heavy issue, as we see Porter and Barash arrive on Gansivor, and we just learn more about the conflict and all that on the planet, which at the start of the issue, we see them get introduced to Envoy Celine in the capital city on the planet named Horatio, which there she explains why she asked for the Jedi's help, as a city named Firevale on the world, which is I guess a mining town, which mines this mineral called Budraxtai. I don't know how to pronounce it, but the city is currently under siege from the army of the city Bethune, and so the people of Firevale have been kind of locked in to their city. No one can come to or from the city, which Celine then explains that even though Horatio is the capital and where the central government of the planet is, they don't have the military authority to step in, as each city has their own military and deals with their own disputes. But I guess she's the envoy for the city Firevale in Horatio and Gansivor's central government, and so that's why she's enlisted the help of the Jedi, which she wants them to escort a ship full of supplies to the people of Firevale, and then also try to find a peaceful resolution to the conflict there, which the Jedi, question how they'd even do that with the Bethune army in the way and whatnot, which Celine tells them to negotiate as they are Jedi, which Barash says they'll escort the convoy, but who they help and how they help remains to be seen, which we then see the convoy arrive to Firevale, where the Bethune army opens fire on them with some rockets. So we see Porter and Barash use the Force to divert those rockets away from the ships, and then afterwards they get the ships to retreat and go to the ground, as Porter and Barash decide to go on foot to negotiate, which there's a moment where a member of the convoy asks why they're going to go alone, and that even though they're Jedi, they will kill them, which Porter says that they've already tried once, and very few people try to kill a Jedi twice, which along the way on foot, Barash tells him, what a good line that was, which, he says it's true, which is right when the Bethune army opens fire on them, which Barash is like, oh wow, they've tried to kill us twice now, which I thought was a funny moment. But Porter then does his thing where, he uses his lightsabers to block as many blaster bolts as possible until Barash gets hit with one, which he then sends the blaster bolts back at the soldiers, who then decide to back off, which the Jedi then ask for their commanding officer, which they get taken to them, which the commanding officer's name is Tozin, which, the Jedi introduce themselves to him, and, the reasons why they're there, which Tozin isn't happy that the Republic is getting involved in this conflict and just their world as a whole, but the Jedi say they aren't here because of the Republic, but because someone from Gansivor sent them here. But eventually the Jedi ask what's the purpose of this siege, which the Bethunians explain that Firevale kidnapped their princess, who I guess is the heir to their throne, but it also seems like it might be because of Firevale's mining for that mineral Budraxtai or whatever it's called, as the Bethunians say that they charge an arm and a leg for it. But knowing that they only have one side to the story, the Jedi negotiate with Tozin, who then allows them to bring the supplies to the people of Firevale, while also trying to bring a peaceful resolution to everything, which, like I said, Tozin agrees to all that, making it seem like he wants a peaceful resolution, which, after the Jedi leave, we see Tozin's true intentions as he makes a call with some mercenary, telling them that the Jedi are now involved and to get here as quick as possible. But we see the Jedi are able to get the supplies to the people of Firevale, are then able to speak to the royal family, mainly the prince named Colden, which after explaining how they got the supplies through and how Envoy Celine helped them, they ask about the princess, which Colden explains that the princess is now his wife, and that she left Bethune willingly and has claimed asylum in Firevale. But after explaining that, the city's alarm system goes off as the mercenaries Tozin called for have arrived, and so the Jedi race to see what's going on, as Porter asks, what side should they take, which Barash says the side of the light, which Porter says, things are looking pretty dark. But the issue ends with the mercenaries' leader, General Vies, arriving and asking who she has to kill. But like the first issue, there was also a flashback to when Porter and Barash were Padawans on Coruscant. I think this one was 17 years before the main events of the issue, which we see them talking privately, as it seems like they're going to get split up, as the masters think that they're growing a little too attached to each other, which we see Barash kind of come up with a plan, saying that they'll listen to the masters and split apart and not be with each other anymore, but they'll make it like they're worse off without each other, and that for them both to be great Jedi, they need each other. And that's really all there was to the flashback. But like I said, I thought it was a solid issue. Obviously, like the first one is a little more dialogue heavy, but I definitely liked learning more about the world, Gansivor, and their political climate and whatnot. But I am into the conflict between the two cities so far, and interested to see where it goes and what the full truth to everything is. So yeah, but enjoyed the issue. So my grade, I'm gonna give it a B+. So yeah, but that'll be it for this one. My next High Republic review, I think, will be another Tales of Enlightenment short story. So you can check that one out next. But in the meantime, check out my other High Republic videos and everything else I do. But I've been Star Wars Review, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.